There comes a time in every gamer's life where they have to spend time with someone else. Scary, I know. The holiday season in particular is a time for this to happen. Schools close, friends and family have nothing better to do, and they end up on your couch. They look over to your TV and ask, "What is that?" And you go on about how awesome your Switch is. They then ask, "So, what can we play?" You start to panic, break out in a cold sweat, and then you remember you might just have one of these games on the Switch. First of all, a lot of the games on this list are better with a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. If you get a basic online subscription, you will gain access to a collection of NES and SNES games, of which many of these games offer a wonderful couch co-op experience. Wizard of Legend is a fast-paced roguelike dungeon crawler where you use a variety of magic spells and need to act quickly in order to crush your enemies in combat. It features over 100 unique unlockable spells to choose from to create a combination that best suits your playstyle. You need to stay on your feet and chain spells together in order to survive against the Magic Council members and become the Wizard of Legend. The game is beautiful and vibrant, features hours of fun gameplay, and feels right at home on the Switch. It is easy to pick up and challenging to master. Wizard of Legend is a blast in one-player mode and even better with a second player. Get ready to kick some demon butt on the Switch, alone or with up to 3 additional players on split screen with the action RPG Diablo III Internal Collection.
Not Diablo 2, that one you'll be playing online or alone. Forever.
This includes the base Diablo 3 game, the Reaper of Souls DLC and the Necromancer pack. Take up arms and collect loot with 7 different character classes, and go on hours of adventure and demon slaying fun with friends and family this festive season. Crawl is a fun, fast-paced arcade dungeon crawler with a twist that you can enjoy with up to 3 additional players. One player takes on the mantle of the hero, while the rest of the players act like pricks by trying to kill you. You fight through randomly generated dungeons filled with traps and beasts, which the other players can control, and if one of them manages to kill you, they become the hero and you join the rest of the players trying to ruin their day. Through the dungeon, you need to try and collect enough loot and XP in order to face off against the final boss. Death Road to Canada is an action-adventure roguelike with a kind of goofy side that can be played with up to 4 players at a time. Every playthrough of a game is randomized, changing the survivors, location, and events. The basic story of a game follows survivors during a zombie apocalypse trying to make their way to the Canadian border. Through the game, you will be driving in a car, or walking if your car breaks down. Along the way, you will encounter different scenarios where you need to make a choice that can have either a good or a bad outcome on your survivors. During your trip, you stop at various locations where you can look for survivors or loot to help you with your trip while making your way through hordes of zombies. There are loads of fun to be had with this game, but just know that if a player dies, they have to wait until the next available survivor to be able to play again. When the world is in danger, only the Broforce can save it. Broforce is a run-and-gun game featuring dozens of bros who only deal with terrorists using excessive force. The game is challenging with a light-hearted feel and offers hours of fun. There are tons of weapons to collect to use to destroy the terrain in order to strategically take down your enemies or simply blast them away. Bro up with up to 4 bros in bro up mode to save the world together, or face off against each other in several explosive competitive modes. It's time to pay your debt to the devil in Cuphead. An action run-and-gun game featuring classic hand-drawn cartoon visuals inspired by 1930s animation and lively jazz music. It offers a challenging experience and places an emphasis on boss battles. The game is released by Microsoft and is available on Xbox and other consoles, so you can play it where you prefer. Explore strange worlds, collect new weapons, learn powerful moves, and discover all the hidden secrets as Cuphead, or have a partner join in as Magnus and fight through the worlds together. Lock and loot alone, or split the screen with a friend for an unforgettable adventure in Borderlands on the Switch. You can also play online with up to 4 players, as you shoot and loot through loads of beasts and bandits in search of a vault and its secrets in the original Borderlands, Borderlands 2, and Borderlands the pre-sequel. Survive, watch out for skags, and explore for hours in the mesmerizing world of Pandora or its moon through these awesome games. After being stuck on the PlayStation 3 for years, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World the game is finally back on modern consoles. Fight your way through the League of Evil X's alone, or with up to 3 additional players in this quirky retro 2D arcade style beat 'em up. Level up and become stronger to learn new moves. Collect coins and explore the world to find shops where you can purchase power-ups for your character. Play as different characters from the Scott Pilgrim series as you make your way through waves of enemies or face off against each other in awesome minigames. Don't miss out on this treat of a game. Experience 2020 like it never happened. With friends and family this festive season, with Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games. Dive into tons of Olympic sports like running, jumping, archery, karate, swimming, soccer, gymnastics, and skateboarding, with famous characters from the Mario and Sonic franchises. Enjoy the fun alone or with up to 4 players split screen in certain modes, and up to 8 players online. To pump up the charm, the game also features 2D retro style sports that are a blast to play. Take a horrifying dive into a zombie-infested world with Resident Evil Revelations 2. The game offers the addition of some pretty fun motion controls on the Switch. Blast zombies away alone in the terrifying story mode, or have an additional player join in to help you survive. The real 2-player fun lies in the additional raid mode, where you can team up and take on hordes of zombies while trying to get the high score. Get into hours of festive fun with zombie killing, but just make sure you have enough storage space, as this game needs more than 20 GB to install on the Switch. Lego games. There are a bunch of them, and most of them support 2 to 4 player co-op, depending on the game. There are games themed around DC and Marvel superheroes and villains, Harry Potter, Star Wars, and even Jurassic Park, just to name a few. Most of the Lego games play the same, although they have different mechanics fitting their franchise, so it ends up with which one of the game's themes appeals to you the most and which one has the right amount of players you need. These games offer hours of fun, alone or with the whole family. Tee off into a colorful world of golfing adventure with Mario Golf Super Rush, only on the Nintendo Switch. Familiar faces from the Mushroom Kingdom, each with their own strengths and specials, rush onto the golf course. The game features in-depth golfing mechanics paired with simple controls that make it easy for anyone to pick up and play. Putt alone, or with up to 3 additional players on one system or face off online. Offering various modes to suit your playstyle, you should definitely try out the speed golf, where you race against your opponents to sink your golf ball first, and battle golf. This charming golf game is sure to be a hit even among people who aren't big into golf this festive season. Overcooked All You Can Eat, the game that gets more fun with more people. If you feel like yelling at each other while having tons of fun, the chaotic cooperative cooking game Overcooked will be hard to beat. Stay on your feet and cook up a storm alone in the kitchen, or with up to 3 other chefs. With the Overcooked All You Can Eat bundle, you can now even play with friends and family online, although sitting next to them pumps up the chaos and fun. Both Overcooked and Overcooked 2 offers loads of family fun content on their own, but with the Overcooked All You Can Eat bundle, you get both games as well as new exclusive content to this version. The game is accessible to all, with easy to understand mechanics and controls, but can still offer a challenge when you chase for higher scores. Do you have what it takes to cook in the most extreme kitchens in the world? Human Fall Flat. Human Fall Flat is an amazing physics-based adventure puzzle game. Swing, push, pull, and fall flat through loads of fantastic levels, each with their own theme or challenge. The game can be played on most platforms, so play it where you like it the most. Explore lush woodlands, snowy hills, windmills and castles alone in this great game, or grab onto a friend and fall flat together on the Switch. Looking for even more chaos in this colorful world? Play with up to 8 players online. Looking for a Tekken-style fighter on the Switch?
Are you?
Pokkén Tournament Deluxe is the go-to game. Take control of one of more than 20 selected Pokemon and face off in the ultimate Pokemon fighting game. With various modes, tournaments and daily challenges, there are hours of fun to be had. Take on the challenge alone or pass a Joy-Con and face off against a friend. Are you ready to have fun?
Are you?
Jump into a superstar collection of Mario Party boards or fight it out in 100 minigames from the Nintendo 64 era in Mario Party Superstars.
Not to be confused with
Super Mario Party game.
that one blows.
Compete as various Mario characters to get the most stars and have the most fun over 5 classic boards online or with up to 3 additional players locally in the ultimate Mario Party game on the Switch. Stardew Valley is a charming little farming RPG that offers hours of fun content and an open-ended world. The game is reminiscent of earlier Harvest Moon and Story of Season games and follows aspects of those games quite closely while adding modernized features and quality of life improvements. You can choose how to spend your days in the valley and definitely won't run out of things to do. If you don't fancy farming that much, you can go foraging, fishing, mining in monster-infested caves, or get to know the townspeople. There are different types of farms to choose from to fit your playstyle or challenge you. Stardew Valley is available on multiple platforms and the game can be enjoyed alone, in 2-player split screen, or with up to 3 extra players online on the Switch. If you like this type of game, it is definitely not one to miss out on. At number 3 on this list is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Collect cat shines through 2 amazingly colorful adventures in one game. Bowser is back to his old tricks and capturing princesses from the Sprixie Kingdom. This definitive edition of Super Mario 3D World that is ported from the Wii U is packed to the brim with Mario stages that are a blast alone or can be enjoyed with up to 3 extra players. Get competitive and race for the high score as Mario, Luigi, Peach and more. Want even more Mario adventure? Bowser's Fury is a brand new game that can be enjoyed on your own, or let someone join in as Bowser Jr. and collect cat shines and face off against Fury Bowser together. One of the biggest crossover series in gaming. The ultimate brawler, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, offers more characters than you will ever need and hours of brawling fun. The game brings a ton of franchises together in the biggest fighting game on the Switch, where you need to knock your opponent off a platform. The controls are easy to pick up and hard to master.
But you can play as Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Ice Climbers, Pikachu, Kirby, Cloud from Final Fantasy, and Dog.
If you're feeling eager, you can spend an extra few bucks and get DLC characters like Banjo-Kazooie, Sephiroth, and even Steve from Minecraft. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a must-have on the Switch and can be enjoyed with up to 7 extra players locally, online, or on the same system. It offers a ton of content with different game modes and rules to customize your fights the way you like. You can't go wrong firing up this game with friends and family this holiday season.
Mario Kart 8!
You know you're in for a good time when you hear that. Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling game on the Switch, and the biggest reason is probably that
It's fun.
jump into fast-paced adrenaline-pumping racing action as popular characters from the Mario series. Race through gravity-defying courses or face off in battle modes alone with up to 4 players on one system or up to 8 players online. The game is easy to pick up and learn and offers various racing speeds to accommodate new, advanced and psychopathic players. You're in for heaps of racing fun with Mario Kart on the Switch. Any of the games on this list will help you burn at least a few festive hours and have some fun on your Switch. A few honorable mentions that just didn't make the list are: Minecraft is an amazing game with loads of fun to be had with up to 4 players on a system and would probably be number 1 on this list if it wasn't for the slight lag I experienced during multiplayer on the Switch. Sometimes it's bearable, but when you're running away from a creeper or climbing into a mine, it's the last thing you want to happen to your game. Due to this, I can't recommend this game for co-op on the same Switch, as a slight glitch might ruin your gaming session. Animal Crossing New Horizons is a relaxing game loaded with content and fun to be had. You can play with up to 4 players on the same system if they have homes on your island. But there is one main player that can do everything and the rest of the players are limited in their actions. You can swap out the leader, but that just changes who has the full experience and who can perform only certain actions. For this reason I can't add this game to the list, as some players will have a lesser experience while playing. Mario Odyssey is a fantastic game and one of the best games on the Switch. But when it comes to co-op, I have one question.
Who wants to be a hat?
One player will have a fantastic experience, while the other one will. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee can be played in co-op for most of the game and can offer a great experience. The problem is that the co-op makes this game very easy and only one player is really benefiting from it at the end of the day. I would recommend this game for a co-op if you're playing with a younger or less experienced gamer, but in general, the co-op isn't that great. So, sit back this festive season, knowing that you can pass a remote and enjoy your time with friends and family. Or by yourself.